Hey guys, welcome back. I have a story to tell. I was just walking my mom's dog and we encountered a demon. But I can't talk about it freely. I'm trying. I'm at my mom's still. It's like, what is it about caring if I get caught? We're gonna ease into raising my volume. She can't hear me. Okay, she can't hear me. And even if she did, like, why do I care? It's like, it's like, she'd be like, are you talking to people? It's like, yeah. I don't understand. Are you talking to people? Yep, I'm talking to people. What are you doing? I'm talking to people. What? What are you saying? I'm empowering them. Like I try to do with you, Mom, every day. Try to uplift your spirits. Well, you better not be doing it in vain. Okay, Mom, I'm gonna try not to do it in vain. I'm trying to picture her sitting down Indian style. Could you just take a seat for a little bit? She would. All right, let me see what you're telling the people. Okay, Mom, just listen. And try not to look at me like that, okay? I'm guilty of everything anybody else has ever done. Well, not no. Let's just say I understand the origin of most evil. Okay? Understand uh maybe I don't. I don't know. I feel like I guess I don't get it. Nope, I don't get it. I understand some things. But what is this? Mom! She'd say, what? Mom! 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 What? Could you just let me speak without shame? Can I speak without shame? We'll see. Okay. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why is it so scary to have my mom hear me empower my babies? What are you doing in there? I'm just empowering my babes. Because I feel like that's what I do. Just empowering my babes. Shh. Okay? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try to speak louder. Yes, I'm using pictures to help me tell a story. What kind of pictures? Scary pictures. Scary pictures, Mom. Evil, scary, bad shit, Mom. The devil's working through me. but it's gonna be okay. Because God's working just as hard. I don't know, that didn't. We got Two of Swords. Somebody's confused. Yeah. Would you stop confusing me, Mom? I'm trying to channel the good energy. Okay. Ooh, we got. It's the Two of Swords. Oh, just sit down. It's the Two of Swords, Mom. What's that? It's where you're confused. I feel like putting a blanket at the threshold or the bottom of the door to like insulate it. I just can't. Okay, Okay. I broke the ice to my dad. The ice. It's so. So, whatever. I happened to show him one of my videos where I'm just like throwing F-bombs every other word. Because I forgot, like, that's what I was doing. And so, it was meant to be. So he'll, like, never watch again, I guess. I don't know. Why did I have to show him that one? It's just like. He's like, yep, this is all bad. And the first thing he does is show me, or wants to show me, scripture, which I was like, I quoted, and I was like, you don't even have to open it. I know what you're about to read, and I quoted it, which was, let your yes be yes and your no be no. But I was like, nobody asked me a question, so I was like, fuck yes. I was just like speaking a story, being animated, using the F bomb a lot. And so later on, I was like, yeah, I think I'm still abiding by scripture, but there's no buts. It's just some of us recognize that. And I even talked to him. I was like, or I was like, yeah, but some people need to hear that is fucked up shit happening, you know? In that drastic demeanor and tone. And he was like, yeah, I like that sometimes too. And I'm like, uh-huh. Duh. Hypocrite. Like, don't act like you never emphasized the word, the F bomb. It's so bizarre. If I were to nitpick at my parents for the stuff that they. It would destroy our relationship. They wouldn't talk to me again. But they can nitpick at me every single little fucking tiny motherfucking thing. And I still just try to empower. But if I mention one thing that rattles their foundation, you're out of here. Okay? It's okay, so. What? What? I don't get it. We're gonna try to understand. I guess there's a lot written about tarot reading. I mean, I know the tarot. Well, I don't know, but uh, like the symbolism and like the other, you know, it's got some. Well, think there's been some systems or some words we can't say. The B hood. The B hood. And the things, the symbols, and it's like you can't adopt everything and turn it into evil. Like, duh. It's like, okay, so some people just flip it back around and utilize it for good while recognizing the dark instead of pretending it doesn't exist. That's not good. That's gonna be a no-go. It's gonna be a bomb later. I don't want to get into it. So, justice is here. It's confusing, this justice. I mean, if she knew I was doing this in her... Oh, look, she painted that. Well, she painted a bunch of them, but isn't that cool? It's like mystical. I just want to I kind of want to share my life and my family without it being like a weird, well, I'm already gonna end up talking to them through podcasts and stuff like that because my family they kind of justice. Okay, so it's just for this to be confusing, or this confusion is going to get justice. That doesn't help, Megan. Well, that's the fun thing about duality and the flip side and the contrasts that can't be denied and the polarity within spectrums that can't be denied. There's two ways, or there's two choices, or two thoughts. There's two thoughts, and there's two scales. These two thoughts are being balanced and justified, probably through recognition and acknowledgement. Maybe we get one more or two. Seven of Wands. And Four of Pentacles. This is somebody who is holding their position so tightly. Someone's position is held so... There's no budging for this energy. I have got to say something. I wish I had my own space so I could use my words. Okay, so I can't. She's so... You guys, I know some of you are go through this. The scrutiny, the laser daggers just, you can feel, like, I feel like I'm always being watched. By nature, at the least, you know, like, all the little bugs. But when my mother watches me, it just feels, it's so, the comparison is so intense. Now, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. But it feels, I could feel it all the way, almost, it's almost in the root where I feel this energy. And it goes all the way through. I'm going to have to not let it affect me, because what happens is a psychological kerfunkel where I lower my voice, where I'm worried I'm gonna say that I'm empowering people. Like, you're not empowering people, are you? You know, there's gotta be other tarot readers who learned it from their mother or somebody very close, and they are free to walk around the house while their daughter's giving the reading, because it might even be like, you might want to add, and like add something instead of, you better not be doing that in my house. Like, uh-huh. It's so bizarre. Like, almost fear inducing. It's like infusing fear, like I'm doing something from the dark side. Like, she just doesn't know. We fear what we don't know. And you can absolutely manipulate people through tarot. It could be used for terrible things. I get it, okay, but like, hello, like, I'm still your daughter, like the one who, she can't. She's in position to defend her position. She's holding like, we're both holding on to our position. Everybody's holding on to their position so tightly. I'm trying to get into this story. I had an encounter with a neighbor earlier who is just such a perfect example of someone who is all the way dark. All the way dark. And just by a couple, two comments and a look through the eyes about my mom's dog not being on a leash. The darkness, man. Because even when you're like, yes, ma'am, she's like, what? She's like, yes, ma'am, I will get that leash. She's like, thank you. I mean, it was like, is there even a dog leash rule? Like, she was about to put me in prison if she had such authority. You dare. What I do? And even I didn't have him on a leash, but like I was picking him up. I was holding him as she was like telling me to put the dog on a leash. I had already been going to pick him up. It's 3 doors down. It's butt crack of dawn. Like, okay, so the darkness though, the anger, where she thought I was like, yes, ma'am. What? But I wasn't. I was like, yes, ma'am. She's like, what? It's like, yes, ma'am. Thank you. Yes, ma'am, you're welcome. But I was like, I hope your husband's okay. Oh no. I hope her husband's okay. Fuck. The the anger. The anger. Oh, the anger of her. She's holding that position with, she's like, I don't get it. It's justice for her to be confused because I'm confused. It's justice for me to be confused. Yes, ma'am. It was like, I have to talk. We have to be so perfect. We have to be so perfect. And even then, they hate the perfection. We have no chance. We have to just let them go. Do not engage. Do not engage. As little as possible. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I've done this with an actual judge where I giggled because it turned out I wasn't even being charged. It was so stupid. And the judge was like, he hit the thing. He was like, this is not a laughing matter. Like, and I'm like, and I put my head down and I still had a smirk because I was like, I was like, yes, sir. But I couldn't help myself. And and then he found out that I wasn't actually being charged. And I was I was like, I started giggling again. It's not funny. It was like a terrible night where my ex was like holding me hostage. But like in Oregon, I guess somebody has to be arrested when the cops are called, which my mom called. Anyways, it was not good. But like I wasn't being charged and I knew it was so stupid. I just wanted to leave the house so I could go cool off, but they thought I was gonna go get hit by a car or like kidnapped or something, so they wouldn't let me leave. Okay? So anyways, I looked up at the judge and I was like giggling a little bit and he's like, you are dismissed. And so I walked away and I looked back and he had like a tiny smile on his face, like a little bit of like, all right, so we're good. But that's rare. Usually those Queen of Swords and King of Swords, there is no. It's all just. Like, are you okay? Okay, so everybody's holding their position. Something about this confusion and this justice. It's there's like a chasm where you're not allowed to know certain things. It's not that you're not allowed, but if you can't get past your pride and your anger about something that you're probably dealing with your husband's lack of lay, I don't know. If you don't work through your things, you're gonna take it out on a poor young girl with her white dog, two horses down. People are gonna take their anger out any chance they get because I don't know why they still. It's like a constant and do not engage advice is what I'm gonna say. Do not engage. Okay? Except for the yes ma'am. And try not to giggle. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get one more. I'm talking like normal. Kind of. Thanks for being here, guys. Love you so much. One more, maybe. See a message for my babes. 4 of Wands. Oh, this is a rite of passage. This is homecoming energy, reunion, celebration, a milestone being celebrated. Somebody's being celebrated for holding a position. Like that lady, she was like, thank you. So she got her little moment of triumph because I was put in my place and I'm gonna go get that leash, ma'am. And I had a moment of triumph because I stood my ground of I want to say being perfect. Yes, ma'am. And the 2 people walking, they played it perfect. I got witnesses. I love it when I get witnesses. Well, duh. I've been asking, can I get a witness? Because this... Yo. Okay. Yeah, so we got accomplishment to celebrate. I'm doing this right now. It's a... I feel like we're celebrating something very little. So we have to acknowledge our little accomplishments, which are when we execute. Damn, I've been looking for that word for a couple weeks. When we execute the test with perfection. Yep, feels precise in execution. It's like, how do you do that with a bandage over your head and your eye? You're like half blind and you're limping with a cane. How do you... Practice makes perfect. We are the wounded warriors. We are wounded. Could you stop hurting me? But thank you. We appreciate the empowerment that we actually just gain. Because when you gain the highest perspective from the situation, you will know something not to do at the very least. Okay, or somewhere not to go.